Hey guys, what's up? This is episode 29. Welcome to episode 29 of Very Really Good, the podcast with Curtis Connor. I'm Curtis Connor. Trust me. Trust me, dude. I wouldn't lead you astray. Is that how the saying is? I am Curtis Connor. And that's just fucking facts, okay? 29. When was that episode? When was that 30 episodes? Dude, that's fucking crazy. That's so many episodes. It feels like it was so long ago when I started this, but I honestly didn't think I'd make more than 10 episodes, and I didn't think that people would like it. I didn't think I'd be good at this. I don't think I'm good at this still, but it's great. The podcast has been getting a lot of listens and downloads lately, so I want to say a quick shout out to you guys. You guys are fucking sick. It's pretty rad that you guys are enjoying this, and you guys are down to just fucking listen to me talk utter bullshit for an hour, 45 minutes, around 40 minutes. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean. An extended period of time. Feeling good. It's Saturday. I fucking uploaded a video yesterday. It's doing all right. Feeling good, you know? It's my first YouTube sponsorship, bro. I'm fucking raking in the cash, baby. I was out on the lawn. I was like, oh shit, look at all this cash, and then I just raked it in with my YouTube rake. Okay, what am I fucking saying? I don't know, but it was great. That was the first YouTube brand deal I ever did. Oh wait, no, never mind. It's the second one, but the first one I did was in like 2014, and that one sucked. I think I can talk about it now, because that was a long-ass time ago. But, dude, that fucking thing sucked. It was, like, the first brand deal I ever, like, got suggested, like, got emailed to, and it was like, hey, we'll pay you money to make a video. But it was, like, wasn't, like, a flat rate. It was, like, if you get enough of these people to download this app with your code, then we'll give a fraction of $1 to you. And I was like, oh, that's easy. You just got to make people download an app. I could do that and I'll make so much money. And the guy was like, yeah, you'll make like probably at least like $3,000, dude. It'll be awesome. And I was like, oh, sweet. No one would ever lie to me. Here we go. And then I did it. I made the video. And I thought I was killing it. People were messaging me being like, I got the app. It's not that good, but I want to support you. And I was like, sick. And then I got an email like a week later. No, probably like a month later being like, hey, so you're not... And none of the influencers that are doing this brand deal are doing that well. So we want to give you an advance to motivate you to do more. And so they sent me like $500, and I was like, oh, sweet, that's awesome. And then I just kept promoting it and stuff. And then like a month later, I messaged them and I was like, hey, can I have the other money that the people that I had that you guys owe me for the people that downloaded the app? And then they were like, dude, giving you the $500 was like too much. Like, you did not even make even close to $500, but you can just keep that and forget about it. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. People, I don't know, man. And that was at a time where like I didn't know what to charge, and I didn't even know like making money online was like a legitimate thing. Like, I used to just like post this thing, like things on my Instagram for like $100. And thinking back, I'm like, dude, those guys fucking scam me, you know? My life's so hard, dude. I used to not make that much money on social media. Ugh. Fucking so stressful. It's Saturday, guys. Sorry for the no podcast last week. It's a little pretty busy week. Usually it's been really tough because like Mondays are just like usually the time I have to do the podcast, but I play volleyball on Mondays for the last few months. So, but now volleyball's done. Now I got time for podcasts, dude. Exercise? Fucking what is that? Exercise my right to not exercise, dude. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. No, I say dude far too much. You guys notice that, dude? Have you guys noticed that? I feel like it's better than being like, man, you know? Because it's like, I don't like to like a girl. I don't want to be like, yo, what's up, man? But like, dude, it works regardless. Like I'm not gonna say dudette because like, shut up. Sup, dudes and dudettes? My name's Kravis. Do you want to see my wakeboarding? That's 100% a sentence that has been said. Oh, this dudes and dudettes, it's time for wakeboarding class. Grab out your wakeboard, put on your trunks, and let's fucking skim on the water. Wahoo! Wakeboarding, dude. Fucking just surf, you know? Who wakeboards? Wake up and realize that surfing is way cooler than that. Or skimboarding, dude. Kiwi just barked. Kiwi, shut up. You know, skimboarding. Have you guys seen skimboarding? It's got to be the goofiest shit I've ever seen. I mean, it's great if you're good at it and like whatever floats your boat, obviously. But like, what the fuck? I'm pretty sure Jacob was like a skimboarder, which is really funny. But it's like a thing where you run on. There's like, you know that part on the beach where it's like sand. It's like sand, but it's also water. Like it's wet, but it's like also on the land. They run and they throw a board down, and then they jump on the board and they go really far and they do tricks on it and shit. That's skimboarding. But it's weird that there's only that small portion of beach, of earth really, where you can do skimboarding. Skateboarding, all the concrete you can skateboard on. That's a lot of concrete in the world. You can skateboard a lot of places. Surfing, the entire fucking ocean, you know? You can, that's how much room you have. Wakeboarding, the whole ocean, I think. Skimboarding, you got wet sand. That's all you can do it on. The part where the water meets the sand, you know? I don't know, whatever fucking floats your boat. Water is what floats your boat. Buoyancy. Buoyancy. Okay. What do you say when you're roasting a boat that can't float? Buoyancy. It's bad. Okay. Good joke, Curtis. Podcast is over. Fuck. Yeah, what happened today? Fucking didn't really do anything, you know? Dude. Dogs are literally... I'm going to talk about this because this fucking ruined my whole day yesterday. But dogs are literally so dumb, you know? I mean, I love my dog so much. He's adorable. He's fun-loving. He's cute. He's a handful, but, you know, he's learning. But, dude, we took him for a walk in the morning. And we got back, and he was, like, licking himself. And I'm like, you know what? He does that sometimes. You know, he's a dog. But then I realized he was licking a burr off of his paw. You know, those, like, spiky little fucking things that get stuck in everything. He was licking that, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And then he started, like, making this weird fucking noise and, like, licking his face a bunch and, like, being like... and I was like, uh-oh, this is great. So I figured he'd be fine. So we left him for, like, 10 minutes, and he kept doing it, and it kept getting worse, and we were like, fuck, what's going on? Rushed him to the vet. They were like, dude, it might be a fucking, like, illness. Here's this medication. And I don't know, man. I got fucking scammed by the vet, pretty much. Long story short. They gave me shit that he didn't need because he's fine literally when, like, around, like, mid-afternoon, he was fine. But, like, the whole day I was, like, fucking so stressed. Because, like, he was just eating a needle. And it was, like, eating burrs. They have needles. And it got stuck in his throat. And he was like, well, and he can't speak English to be like, oh, dude, you don't need to go to the vet. But there is a thing in my throat that's making me feel really uncomfortable. Just to let you know. It's going to be shitty for a bit, but I'll swallow it at some point. You know? If dogs spoke English, it'd be so much easier. And I would have saved money and all that stress. But it'd also be really creepy. Dude, if dogs could fucking talk, man, they'd be so scary. Like, it's cute in movies and shit, but in real life, if a dog walked up to me and started like talking, I'd literally like put up my fists. And I don't want to fight a dog, but that's my fight or flight, just coming into play. Because a talking dog, that's the thing in nightmares when you think about it. Saying words and shit, laughing, dude, a laughing dog. Oh, cool, yeah. I'm moving. If my dog starts to laugh, I'm moving. I'm calling a moving company, and I'm going to be like, listen, I don't care how much it costs or how much time it's going to take. I need you to move me and all of my things. I need you to move everything except for this dog, okay? And I love the dog, but I love it when it's not laughing, The laughing dog. That sounds like a fucking, like, shitty, like, sports bar that, like, everybody goes to, but everybody also hates, Yo, you going to the laughing dog later? Dude, that's fucking so funny. Yo, dude, I'm having my birthday party at, a couple of buddies meeting up at Laughing Dog if you want to show up later. We could put a loony in to play pool, but then it'll just eat the loony and we won't get anything in return. And then we'll just be like, and we'll just shrug it off, even though that happens every time we go there. But hey, whatever, it'll still be fun, We can get a pitcher of Bud Light and split it between the four of us. It'll be great, And we'll watch some TV. God, sports bars, dude. That's so weird. Sports bars, like... I mean, Jenna works at a sports bar. It's actually fucking sick. It's a lot of fun there. But it's just like a cool bar, It's not like what you'd think of when you think of a sports bar. Sports bars are like, to me, it's just like dingy. And there's just teams everywhere on the wall. And like baseball gloves just in like framed baseball gloves. And you're like, oh, how do you get the fuck? I don't know. There should be like, because sports is like a hobby, Sports, that's what they are when you get down to it. It's an activity. It's a hobby. And so is reading. So why aren't there reading bars, You go to a bar, you get absolutely shit-faced, and you read a book. Because that's possible, You can sit down and read Hamlet by Shakespeare, You can just read that while you're blackout drunk off a pitcher of Bud Light. People do that all the time, dude. Or like, what are some other hobbies? Fucking, not fucking, sex bar. That is a thing. So never mind. Photography. Hey, you want to go to the photography bar? We'll take some cute pics and get drunk and that sounds like a fucking thing that would be on Facebook that like BuzzFeed would promote. Like, this new chic bar is offering photography in it. You go and buy your special Canon fucking 15 millimeter cocktail, and you and then all the cups are shaped like lenses. Whoa! And then you take your pictures of stuff. And that's it. But then if you have too many drinks, not just your camera will be out of focus, you'll also be out of focus because you're fucking drunk, dude. That's like the tagline. It go like on the bar, like when you see it, it's like photography bar, and in little letters it says, if you have too much, not just your camera will be out of focus. You will also be out of focus because you're going to be so fucking drunk, dude. It's going to be in very small font, but it takes, but whatever. You got to get the point across. It's branding, baby. Yo, what do you call the guy at a farm who, he's in charge of, putting those symbols on cows' butts with the hot thing? He's the brand manager. Or branding manager? I don't know. Because brands, you brand people? I don't know. Shut up. Bad joke. Another joke. What do you call a guy? This is pretty much the same fucking punchline, but what do you call a guy who's in charge of trees? What do you call a guy who's in charge of trees? A branch manager. Okay. Michael Scott is in charge of trees. Okay, now that 15 minutes has gone by and I haven't talked about any of the fucking topics that I wrote down, there's just some topics that I want to go over, which I think are kind of funny and interesting, maybe. But I thought of this the other day, but I forget where it even was. I think it was at work or something. But like, someone said something. Okay, well, it's just like, you know the term like someone comes up with something and you're like, oh, I thought of that too, and the other person's like, oh, well, I guess. And then one of them says like, oh, I guess great minds think alike. And that's just a way, like if you're saying great minds think alike after someone said something that they thought of, but you think you also thought of, you're just saying that to make yourself as smart as the other person, you know? Because you're both saying that they're great minds. And I know it's like kind of a joke to say it, but like at the same, like some people are genuinely saying that, being like, oh, I think we should do a sale that next week. You're like, oh, I was thinking that too. I guess great minds think alike. We're both smart. We both thought of that. It wasn't just you. It was me too. We thought of that together. You know, that didn't happen. It's not great minds think alike. The person who proposed the idea has a bit of a greater mind than you because they thought of it first, or they thought of it and thought to say it. You know, it's just like patting yourself on the back when you have a similar idea as someone. You don't say that when there's like, if someone steals a joke from you. Like if someone, you know, like Amy Schumer was like getting a bunch of shit for like stealing jokes. It's like you can't be like, hey, I guess, oops, great minds think alike. Nah, Amy Schumer, you're a thief. You stole the jokes. Dude, what is Amy Schumer doing? You know? Okay, yeah, you know. Amy Schumer. I'm not like other girls. I mean, hey, you can like Amy Schumer. That's fine. But I really do not like her. And it's not a thing being like, well, just because she's, like, it sucks because, like, there are so many good, like, female comics that should have the popularity that Amy Schumer has, but they don't, and it's fucking annoying because, like, her humor to me is just super, I don't know, fucking lazy and, I don't know, just hack in a way. But fuck it, you know? But fuck it. Who cares, you know? She's out there succeeding. She's out there surfing and stuff, surfing the successful waves of comedy, and here I am, skimboarding on a podcast. Okay, this is another thing I want to fucking talk about. That wasn't that funny, was it? The whole great minds think alike? Sounded funnier when in my head. Fuck it, you know? That's the way it goes sometimes, you know? You can't be 100% hilarious all the time, you know? Sometimes you're not funny. And that's fine, dude. If you're funny all the time, then I don't know. Okay, this is what I want to talk about. You know how, like, in my philosophy class in high school, we would learn about, like, Play-Doh, Socrates, you know, all those people. And isn't that fucking crazy that at some point you could just be a philosopher? Like, that's your job? You know, like, there's no philosopher now because people got to pay rent and shit. and there's like the internet. So I guess everyone is a philosopher at some point, because we all kind of have these existential questions. But at one point, nobody was thinking about that shit. Nobody was thinking about like, well, what happens after we die? What's the meaning of life? You know, like the allegory of the cave, all that stuff. Nothing like that. But then it just took like two guys to be like, well, hey everyone, why are we here? And then everyone was like, oh fuck, dude, he's right. Hey, take my money. Here's money. Here's more money, okay? Take this money and then use it to ask more questions. And then we'll stand here and listen to you. And then just keep asking questions, dude. We can't think of that ourselves. Okay, here's another one. Where do we go when we die? Holy shit, I've never thought of that, dude. Dude, this guy's crazy. Hey, Play-Doh. Hey, dude. Play-Doh. What a name, huh? Why'd they name him after a children's play toy? A children's toy. You know, like the clay? That's weird. His parents really like Play-Doh. I'm going to name my kid Play-Doh, but I'm going to spell it Play-Doh. Like, this is my son Play-Doh. And people be like, oh, that's cool. You named him after the philosopher? That's great. I love his work. Oh, no. I don't care for that, man. I named him after that clay stuff that kids play with. What? What do you named your kid after Play-Doh, like the toy? Yes, sir. Okay, well, what's his middle name? Lego. His middle name is Lego. So your kid's name is Play-Doh Lego? Yeah. Well, what's his last name? That's none of your business, all right? What's... Back off, huh? Back off, sir. That's none of your fucking business what my kid's last name is, all right? Play-Doh Lego, come on, let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's go. We got to go pick up your sister... Monopoly. We gotta go pick up your sister Monopoly from soccer practice. Come on. Oh, fuck, that's funny. But yeah, that's weird, right? You could just, at one point in time, like, that was a viable job to be a philosopher. You philosophize for money. Just to sit there and be like, you know? Yeah, well, what if, you know? And then you make money. And there was like, I swear to God, I feel like there was like, in high school, like 10th grade, there was like a good like week where like, I'm going to be like a philosopher when I'm older, and I'm just going to like think about shit and like write a book about stuff. I was like so into it, like first week of my philosophy class. But obviously not. Dude, the things I wanted to be when I was a kid, what the fuck? First, I wanted to be a pro skateboarder. Didn't happen. And then I wanted to be a weatherman. It's kind of the closest thing to what I'm doing right now. Of all the ambitions I wanted as a kid, I'm pretty much a weatherman. I'm in front of the camera all the time, talking, entertaining people. I guess. I don't know. And I also wanted to be an English teacher. Fuck that, dude. Why the fuck did I want to do that? An English teacher. Hey kids, you all speak English, right? Yes. All right, you pass. Good job. That was English class. So stupid. Obviously, I know that that's not what English class is. But like, being a teacher is so much work. You gotta like make a fucking syllabus and shit, rubrics. You gotta like make lessons and plans and stuff. You gotta make tests. You gotta teach kids shit. You gotta be like, hey, don't get off your phone, dude. Stop tweeting. That's a fucking that's an issue that wasn't that big when I was in high school. Like, everyone had phones, but it was mostly like Blackberries. There was like 3 kids who had iPhones. So like, and nobody was really tweeting. It was only people being like on BBM, being like, yo, do you want to smoke weed on spare? On spare period? Do you want to fucking get high, dude, in my fucking basement, dude? And we'll come back to school still high for our fucking math class, and it'll be jokes. And we'll like wear our hoods up so nobody will know, but obviously everybody knows that we're fucking high because we come in late every day smelling like weed and with our hoods up, but nobody will know, dude. Let's fucking go. That's what they said on BBM every day. But when I think about like that, like I got yelled at like once maybe for playing Angry Birds on my iPod Touch, but other than that, like kids being on phones like wasn't that big of an issue when I was in high school, but now it's probably a fucking huge problem. Like just tweeting and snapping and putting shit on their Instagram story, like, class, history class. I wish this history class was history. Bull. You know? Or fucking like jeweling. People vape in class. I don't know. I'm so out of touch with the fucking youth, dude. I'm an old man. 24. I'm gonna be 25 next year. Dude, what the fuck? That's crazy. Quarter way to 100. Damn. Also, I'm speaking this into the universe. I really want to get to 100K on YouTube by 2019. Dude, it's gonna be tough, dude. It's gonna be an uphill battle. I'm gonna have to fucking... You know what? There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna want to make it move. Always going to be an uphill battle. Sometimes you got to lose. But this time, I'm going to fucking win. So, I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to make a video every week and just fucking bang it out. Try to get up there. We're at 73. I don't know, man. That'd just be sick. That'd be a good way to finish the year. 73. All right? Not bad. But yeah, let's fucking make it happen. What else do we gotta talk about? We're at a half hour. Fuck, dude. 30 fucking minutes, bro? Already? Time flies when you're fucking skimboarding, am I right? Oh my god, okay, segue. Speaking of philosophers... Okay. So the first Harry Potter book in the movie, in Canada, you guys probably know this, but I want to talk about it. In Canada and the UK, I believe, the first Harry Potter film was called Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. But in America, it was called Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And to this day, I don't fucking understand that. Like, that was the thing that they had to translate for America in the Harry Potter books, in the movies. You know, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Half-Blood Prince, Deathly Hallows, Chamber of Secrets, all that was fine, but they're like, philosophers? Americans don't know what that is. They don't know what philosophers are. But sorcerers, yes, Americans are familiar with sorcerers and sorcery. They're far too stupid to think of to know what a philosopher is. But a man whose sorcery is a master in sorcery and he does spells and tricks. Yes, Americans know of that well. And then everyone in the board meeting is like, hey, everyone knows what philosophers are. You don't have to change it. Oh, pish posh. It's not you fucking crazy. Americans don't know that. You've got to be fucking kidding me, what? And everyone's like, dude, are you okay? And he's like, oh, wow. And he starts melting into a British pile of Britain. And he's like, Spellianus. And everyone's like, all right, I guess we're calling it Philosopher's Stone. I guess we're calling it Sorcerer's Stone. Why did they change that? I don't know. That was the weirdest. I don't know what the fuck I just said. But dude, why did they fucking change that? It makes no sense. Of all the things in, like, nothing in those movies make any sense. The snake man split his soul up into 7 Horcruxes. We must go and destroy these Horcruxes so we can kill the Dark Lord who has been planning to plot to kill Harry Potter and the wizarding world for years. And there's a talking snake, and there's Snape, and there's fucking big spiders and trees that hit shit and fucking spells and whatnot. But hey, they don't know what philosophers are. People don't know what philosophers are, but hey, Accio or whatever the fuck. Quidditch, you know? Pass me that fucking quaffle. It's time to play Quidditch. The Golden Snitch. Dude, what the fuck is Harry Potter, man? Like, what a weird fucking... Oh, man. Don't get me wrong, I love Harry Potter. But what the fuck? People get so fucking crazy for Harry Potter. Like, the amount of, like... that has to be the most, like, tattooed... like book series thing ever, you know? Like, I'm sure people get like Game of Thrones tattoos and fucking, I don't know, Lord of the Rings tattoos, but people go fucking wild for Harry Potter, and they get Deathly Hallows tattooed on their fucking asshole. That's gnarly, dude. I'm a fucking slut for Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, all the books, all the movies, all that shit. Wizarding World of Harry Potter at the fucking theme park actually slaps, my guy. It's actually so sick. Like, I eat all that shit up. But you gotta, like, I'm not saying it's stupid. You gotta be able to laugh at it, though. You know? It is fucking nuts. But it's great, you know? Duality. Everything has a yin and a yang. Man, saying shit in like a really like exaggerated British accent is fucking very funny. Oh, pass me the golden snitch, mate. It's time for me to seek that golden snitch and take home the win for Hufflepuff. 150 points for Hufflepuff. Oh, Gringotts Bank. Oh my god, this might be the rest of the podcast is me just saying shit from Harry Potter. Dude. I had the Philosopher's Stone video game for PlayStation 1. And I had it at my dad had the PlayStation 1, and I'd only visit like on weekends, like every other weekend. And I didn't have a memory card back then. So I remember one Saturday, I literally started playing Harry Potter, like I started the game at like 9 a.m. I just played the fuck out of it. I would stop for lunch to get a hot dog or like cheese and crackers or like Doritos and fucking cream soda. And I would play it all day just so I could beat it. And I would beat it by like 9 p.m. And then I remember my sister being like, what the fuck? Like, did you do this all, like, this is all you did today? And I'm like, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do it. I don't have a memory card. Fuck off. Yes, I was a gremlin when I was a kid, apparently. Man. I don't know the title of this podcast yet. There's so many things. So many possibilities, you know? It might be My Daughter Monopoly. That's fucking so funny, man. Okay, this is another thing I want to talk about. Listen, okay, I'm all for people getting engaged, sharing that news with everybody on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything. That's amazing. Love is the best part of life. And if you found someone to share your life with that you love and they love you, that's incredible. I'm so happy for you. But can we stop with the "she said yes" caption for that? Like, my buddy Scott just got engaged to his girlfriend Laura. And that's amazing. So happy for him. And the caption he had was great. It said, it was something like, "now you're stuck with me," It's funny. It's cute. I like it. That's a good caption. But I don't like these captions of like a guy who I went to high school with, with his girlfriend, with a picture of them together or just her hand, being like, "she said yes. She said yes." Yeah. Dude, you know what? I would love to see a picture of like someone, like a selfie of like a sad guy holding a ring, and the caption is "she said no." That, dude, I'll quit everything if I see that, because that's so funny and that's great. That I need that. But like, be a little bit more creative, She said yes, no shit, or else you wouldn't be posting it. I do like, "this is my fucking wife." That's hilarious. Or like, anything. One of the most important posts you're ever going to do on Facebook, and you're going to caption it, "she said yes." Okay. Be better, bro. Literally such a fucking shitty thing to complain about and to make fun of, but because it's people sharing their happiness with everyone they love. But you know what? It's not making me laugh. It's not entertaining me, okay? So make it better for me, because your marriage is about me, okay? You announcing your marriage, and your marriage is for me and my entertainment. So you better make it fucking entertaining, dude. And also, this is one thing you'll learn. And I feel like you're all, like, my audience is usually like me. Like, you guys are all pretty similar to me. But once you leave high school, everybody you know is going to get married at the same time. It's fucking really weird. And it's happening for me now, where all the people I went to high school with are like, "she said yes," or "it's a boy." And I'm like, what the fuck? When did that happen? Didn't we just graduate? Can you fucking chill? And if it's the time, it's the time. I'm not saying don't get married, but it's just like weird how it just like one person does it and then everyone's like, "okay, here we go. Now it's time for the Sir Alan McNabb class of 2012 to get married with everyone." Dude, as if I graduated in 2012. That was 6 years ago. I'm so old. That's so funny. "She said yes. She said no. Pretty bummed about it, TBH. Single now. LOL." All right. Okay, so for the last little bit of the pod, I'm going to go through some... I tweeted and was like, hey. I was like, hey, tweet me some topics / questions for me to talk about / answer on the podcast. So let's go through some on the hashtag very, really good. And if you guys ever have any questions for me for the pod, I'll do this every week. I'm literally just stealing this idea from Chris D'Elia's podcast. But if you haven't heard of it, please go listen to it. It's very, very funny. But yeah, hashtag very, really good. Tweet under that hashtag and I'll see it. Thoughts on the fact... Okay, this is from Loser Muser. Thoughts on the fact that you are the same height as Jojo Siwa because I'm still not over it and probably never will be. Wow. She's tall. Or maybe I'm short. Isn't she also like a kid? That's weird. Tall kids are weird. Next question. Not that one. Oh, this is from the same person, but this is a good question, so I'm going to answer it. Is your family cool with your tattoos? My parents are significantly not and constantly ridicule me for them, and it sucks because I still live with them, but coping with that is really hard and will get worse since I want so many more. If you got any advice, I'd gladly appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm very lucky to have, like, really cool parents. Like, the first one I got, obviously, my mom was like, oh, wow, okay. And the next few, she was like, geez, all right. But now I'm at the point where, like, she wasn't, like, against it. She was just like, okay, whatever you want to do, you know? She's being a mom, you know? But now she's just like, we already have all these fucking tattoos. I'm not going to fucking cry about it anymore. But also at the same time, my older sister, she had to go through that first. Like, she got tattoos first and had to go through that. And I feel like my parents, like, eased up on that because of her. So thank you, Kylie. You made it a lot easier for me to get tattoos. But yeah, to deal with it, like, you gotta just... It's tough, you know, because parents, they want what's best for you, and obviously it's valid points that they're making, but now it's like everyone has tattoos. It doesn't affect you as much as it did before in the past. It's not changing who you are. It's not changing anything, really. It's just, if anything, it's making you happier. So if you get to tell your parents that, but it's always tough, you know, because, you know, parents, it's tricky, but you got to just be honest with them and understand where they're coming from, but try to make them understand where you're coming from, you know? You know, communication is key, bruh. Get that tattooed. Get tattooed? That's not a word. Get that tattooed. Communication is key. And just show them that, and they're like, bruh, you're right. Okay, Gracie Almighty asks, what's your fave musical? That's the easiest answer ever. High School Musical 2. Next. Yeah. Better than Grease. Better than Les Mis. Better than fucking... what's that? Sweeney Todd or whatever the fuck. Who cares, dude? High School Musical 2. Let's get political. Oh my god, this is a heavy one. Okay. What are you doing, Nabila? Asks you. Okay, you should talk about your opinion on the death penalty and or gun control. I like listening to that sort of stuff. The perfect topics for a comedy podcast. The death penalty, I don't agree with. I don't think. I don't know. It's tough because it's natural to be like, if there's someone who's like a fucking monster who's killed so many people, and it's just like it shows no remorse, and you know, you just want to be like, well, they don't deserve to live, they should fucking die. And I get that, but they're not. A lot of the time, those people aren't choosing to be like that. They're very, very mentally ill, and just because they have a mental illness that was not treated or was not, you know, even noticed, then it doesn't mean they should die. And a lot of the times, these people were like all these like terrible people were brought up in very, very stressful situations, and they had abusive parents, and there's so many things that contribute to that. And it's never like a lot of the times, it's not really their fault that they're like super fucked up. Doesn't make it okay. Not at all. You know, it's still fucking not cool. Go get help. Don't fucking kill people. But, you know, it's tough. Like, who are we to decide who gets to live and die? It's tough, you know? It is a very tough fucking subject. But the death penalty, I don't know. It's pretty brutal sometimes. And yeah, just fucking let them go to prison. Learn, like, rehabilitate them, you know? I don't know. And gun control, yeah, it's fucking scary right now, especially in America, where they literally had to fight really hard to make it not okay for people to print guns at their house. That's a real thing. They wanted everyone to be able to like print a gun from a 3D printer that would be untraceable and everything. Like, that's fucking, like, as if it's not already easy enough to get a gun, you know? Yeah, you don't need a gun. You don't need it. Because if you're like self-defense, like, you're not going to whip out a gun and be like, "Huh, stand back, I have a gun." I don't know. It's just like I don't know why people are so fucking obsessed with guns, dude. They're like, yeah, dude, I just like need to kill people sometimes. Nah. No, you don't. This is a great question from Shimariko. What do you recommend to people who've always wanted to start a podcast but don't know where to start? Fuck, I don't know. I mean, I got very lucky, and I already had like a small audience of people who were down to listen to it. But starting a new one fresh is pretty tough because there's so many podcasts out there now, and but it's fun, you know. You just gotta practice, record some different ideas that you have. If it's a comedy one, like I'm like, you know, you just like practice and try it. Maybe don't upload the first 1 or 2 or 3 until you really feel like, okay, this can maybe go up. And then you just give it a try. Like, you only get better with time. Except for me. I get worse every fucking time. My podcasts are becoming the weirdest things ever. But, you know, it's still fun. I'm having a great time, and I'm glad that people enjoy it. But, yeah, you know, try it. You just got to do it, you know? I feel like people just, like, think about it too much when they want to try something, like anything new. They're always like, well, what if it doesn't work? What do I do this? How do I do it? You just got to do it, you know? Don't think about it. Just fucking do it. And you learn along the way. So, yeah. Bye-bye. Let's see the next question. Oh, wow. Okay, this is from Such a Coffee Cat. If you lost your job and any other source of income for whatever reason, would you ever consider going back to the hellhole that is Starbucks? Dude? Let me just say this. No fucking way, dude. I would never go back to working at... Dude, fuck Starbucks, dude. Wow. I fucking hate that place, man. It was fine for, like, a high school job. But I had to go back in college because I, like, needed a job, and that was literally the only place that would hire me. And, like, people fucking suck, dude. Like, yeah, can I just get, like, a half-calf 3-pump vanilla, a lactose-free 180-degree green tea latte? Thank you. Oh, no foam, too. They would ask for the certain temperature of drink by the degree. That's the dumbest shit. Dude, when someone ever said, like, can I get 180 degree or 170 degree? I'm like, yeah. Can we also fight outside? Can we also take this outside? Like, literally every time someone's like, oh, yeah, and also, can I get it, like, 180 degrees? I want to just put my fists up. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to, like, stop what I was doing, like, writing their shit on the cup and just, like, put my fists up and stare at them. That's what I wanted to do. And then they'd be like, whoa, what are you doing? I'm like, this is it. We're fighting, dude. This is happening. I'm fucking fighting you, and you're going to fight back. And the best man wins, okay? Because you by being a fucking asshole and ordering a drink to a certain degree. You order the drink and you fuck off, okay? And it doesn't even change, dude. I also worked in like a really like annoying part of Toronto where like a bunch of rich people were, and everyone was like, yeah, blah, blah. So I don't know. Fuck Starbucks, dude. I mean, I drink Starbucks literally every day, but like fuck it. Fuck working there. Okay, I think those will be all of it. Actually, this is another really great one. This is from at Dreamy Casta. Should I cut off my infected toe? Huh? I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't do it yourself. You know, maybe call a professional. Call a tow truck. Okay, we'll end it on that terrible fucking joke. Yeah, okay, so that was episode 29. Thank you so much for listening. Yeah, you guys know if you listen to the past podcast, take a screenshot of this, you know, put it on your Instagram story, put it on your Twitter, share the podcast, tell your friends about it, you know, get it out there. It really helps. And leave a review on the podcast if you got time and you feel like it, because those really help as well, getting my podcast out into the charts and whatnot. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Curtis Connor, so you know when these suggestion question things are happening. That's it pretty much. Thank you so much. This has been episode 29. I've been Curtis Connor, and this was really good. Wow. Peace out. Goodbye. Good day, sir. Wingardium Leviosa. All right, this is the end of the podcast. Goodbye.